podcast episode. I'm your host, Alan. Today, we will get 4 special guests here to chat about housing problems and how policy can fix them. First, let's meet our guests. Guest 1. They will tell us about house prices, how much life costs, and the strength of paying back loans. Guest 2. They will explain the government's housing rules and suggest a way to make things better. Guest 3. They will talk about the troubles young people have with housing and what they hope for later. Guest 4. They help us collect the data and explain. Housing has always been something people care a lot about. It doesn't just change how good our lives are. It also matters for fairness and how cities grow. Let's start with the number guest. Can you tell us what housing is like right now?
Okay, thank you, host. From a data perspective, the current housing problem manifests in the following 3 points. Firstly, the significant gap between housing prices and income. In big cities, the rate of average housing prices to average income is as high as 20 to 25 times, which means that young people need at least a decade of income to afford their own houses. Secondly, there is a gradually increase in the cost of living. The population of rental expenses in family income is high, and many young people have to make difficult choice between housing expenses and other living expenses. Finally, there is a heavy burden of loans. The increasing down payment and loan interest rates have deterred first-time home buyers. The above reasons indicate that the house problem is not only a price issue, but also involves quality of life and social equity. The long-term rise in housing prices and unstable rents have also interfered the care of young people and low-income groups. Okay, now I'm curious about what measures the government has taken in terms of policies to relieve these pressures. Now I would like to invite the policy viewpoint guys to interpret it.
Okay, thank you, host, and thanks to the data experts for the analysis. First, increasing affordable housing supply. The government builds public and rental housing and gives land support or taxi discounts to developers. This helps create more low-cost homes for young people and families with a lower income. The government also improves all areas and uses empty land to make housing cheaper and more efficient. Second, reducing buying and renting pressure. The government provides housing subsidies, rent support, and low-interest loans with similar down payments for first-time buyers. These measures help young people start living on their own and protect basic housing needs for low-income groups. Third, keeping the housing market stable and fair. The government controlled increases protects rents and using tax like vacancy taxes or extra taxes on second or third house to reduce speculation. It also checks building safety and watches over the long-term rental market to make sure it is fair and healthy. In future, technology can help improve housing policies. For example, big data can help predict population changes, planning land use, or design buildings more effectively. Overall, the goal is to make sure everyone, especially young people and low-income families, can afford a home, live safely, and live with dignity. I'm looking forward to hearing from our young guests about how these policies feel in real life.
Recently, I checked Malaysia's 2025 official data and talked to local classmates. Buying a house is really tough for Malaysia young people. Today, from a youth perspective, let's talk about their dilemmas and the innovative policies that can help them. First, the reality. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia's March 2025 data, the median monthly salary for young people aged 25 to 29 in Sri Lanka is only 2,900 ringgit Malaysia, and even lower at 2,045 ringgit Malaysia for fresh graduates. Affordable apartments near UKM mostly cost 216,000 to 320,000 ringgit Malaysia. With PTPTN student loans and inflation pressure, saving for a down payment and repaying mortgages is extremely stressful for young people. Luckily, there are many new policies in 2025. For subsidies, full stamp duty exemption for properties below 500,000 ringgit Malaysia is extended to 2027, with a maximum 7,000 ringgit Malaysia tax relief. Low-income groups can stock housing loan interest deductions with PTPTN repayment. The housing loan guarantee scheme has helped over 95,000 young people, nearly 60% under 35. Loan thresholds are more flexible too. Gig workers now have simplified loan application documents, and SJKP guarantees help easy income verification worries for non-salaried applicants. For young civil servants under 30, exclusive to government employees, the Scheme Muda scheme offers a 40-year loan term, longer than the standard 35 years. For EPF accounts to withdrawals, for first-time home buyers, you can access 30% of your accounts to balance or 10% of the property price, which is lower capped at 50,000 ringgit Malaysia, combined with SJKP's low down payment, as low as 3% option. Young people near UKM can save for a down payment 1 to 2 years faster. Ultimately, Malaysian young people want affordable and accessible homes. These 2025 policies, from target subsidies and flexible loans to expanded affordable housing, have gradually lowered the home buying thresholds. Hoping these policies continue to be refined, making buying a house no longer a distant dream for youth. If you have related stories or ideas, feel free to leave a comment.
Thank you all three guests. Now let's move on to the interactive session. When I heard the young people guest thoughts, I want to ask the policy guest, do the government's housing rules actually meet young people's needs? Like, there aren't enough subsidies and affordable housing for them.
Okay, I think it's a good question and it's worth our consideration. Housing policies take time and the government keeps changing plans based on people's needs and the budget. Even if the short-term support is limited, increasing housing supply, improving the rental market, and using technology can help young people more directly. Now let our data analyst explain the new housing policies introduced in Malaysia this year.
Okay, thank you. Now I will present some key data on the government's current housing policies. First, under the 13th Malaysia Plan, the federal government has pledged to build 1 million affordable homes between 2026 to 2035. This long-term commitment aims to increase the supply of affordable housing, especially in urban areas where the demand is highest. Second, to support first-time homebuyers, including young people, freelancers, and self-employed individuals. The government has designed to increase the loan guaranteeing limit from 10 billion ringgit to 20 billion ringgit. This expansion means that more people will be able to qualify for housing loans, particularly those who struggle with proving stable income. Overall, these policies show the government's intention to make housing more accessible by increasing supply, expanding financial assistance, and reducing entry barriers for young and vulnerable groups. To get a clear picture of what's really happening in the housing market, let's first look at the data. I'd like to invite our data perspective guest to walk us through the key figures and what they mean for young people and home buyers today.
Okay, I would like to start from the data. The housing pressure on young people in some cities is still increasing, which also indicates that process need to continuously adjust subsidies and construction plans in conjunction with market trends and population changes. Okay, now let's invite Song Zhaozhihao from our group to conduct a detailed analysis and explanation of the data.
Okay, thank you. Based on the data, Malaysia's current housing challenges can be seen clear in 3 areas. The first one, house prices are not aligned with income levels. Malaysia's price-to-income ratios, or median multiple, ranges between 4 and 4.7, which is classified as seriously unaffordable. For many young people, this means they will need several years of total household income just to afford a medium-price home. And the second one, raising rental costs add pressure. As of 2024, the average monthly rent is around 1,920 ringgit. In major cities, many young homeholds spend over 30% of their month's income on rent, forcing them to choose between housing and other essential expenses. And the third one, heavy loan burden. Malaysia's household debt level is about 83.8% of GDP, among the highest in the region. High down payment and monthly installments make it difficult for first-time buyers, especially gig workers and self-employed individuals, to qualify for housing loans. So in a summary, these numbers show that housing pressure is not only about affordability, it affects quality of life, financial security, access to equal opportunities, mental well-being of young and low-income groups. Okay, then to understand what these numbers mean in real life, I would like to invite our young perspective guest to talk about the challenges young people are facing on the ground.
Okay,
The government has rolled out quite a few policies designed specifically to reduce financial burdens and expand access to help young people buy homes. Some underlying factors such as unclear policy details, time-consuming application steps, and insufficient attention to real-life situations prevent young people from benefiting more efficiently. If the government can increase information transparency by publishing clear guidelines online, optimize application process with simpler document requirements, or gather young people's more direct needs through surveys, community talks, or digital feedback channels, it may better promote a more effective solution to the pressing youth housing issue.
Okay, today's talk was really good. We looked at housing problems, 2 ways to fix them, from numbers, government roles, to what young people think. To wrap up, housing isn't just about prices and loans. It also matters for being fair and how good our lives are. The government's roles need to make small houses, money help, and checks. Also, young people need and ideas must be part of decision. Thanks to our 4 guests, and thanks to you for listening. See you next time. Bye.
Hello everyone, we are Group 5 from Site 4 of the IOMCP 1632 Pros Home and You at UPM. Today we are showing our topic Everyone Has a Home. Youth Declaration Toward 2030, a deep dive into house issues for young people. We are sharing our project called Everyone Has a Home, Youth Dictionary Toward 2030. The main idea of the project to the local health problem for young people in Malaysia. As we go close to the 2030 Youth Sustainable Development Goals, it's more and more important to help young people find a workable, nice place to live. We hope our research to give some useful idea for this. First, youth health problem research here. We will talk about who were focused on young people aged 20 to 35. We will also link this to Malaysia's populations and job market to show why this problem matter right now. Second, health problem and the challenges. We will break down the real trouble young people face. For example, in cities like Kuala Lumpur, rent take up over 40% of young persons' monthly income. There are enough cheap houses, and some houses don't have good transport or public facilities nearby. This fact will help you see how urgent the problem is. The third part is government policies and solutions. We will talk about the policies Malaysia has a new for young people's house. We will share what's good about these policies and what can be better. For example, maybe application procures easily or building more such house in more areas. Finally, conclusion and reflections. We will sum up the key points of the problem and share our through us young people. For example, how we can give Facebook on house places or plan our house choose wisely. Our main help is that by 2030, every young person in Malaysia can have a good place to live.
Today I will share our group's research on Malaysian youth housing pressures. Our core findings is Malaysian youth face a severe housing mismatch, driven by 3 key issues: stagnant incomes, market mismatches, and financial barriers. Youth incomes. Per Malaysia's Department of Statistics, 20 to 24-year-olds earn 2,045 Malaysian ringgit monthly. 25 to 29-year-olds, 2,900 Malaysian ringgit. 30 to 34-year-olds, 3,200 Malaysian ringgit. This barely covers living costs, leaving no room for housing saving. Housing market gaps. The National Property Information Center reports national average home price is 486,070 Malaysian ringgit, with University UKM area apartments at 216,000 to 320,000 Malaysian ringgit. Affordable homes under 500,000 Malaysian ringgit make up 45% of supply, but 68% of transactions, with a 120,000 unit gap remaining. In the core pressures, an 8.2 price to income ratio means 8+ years of saving for a 10% down payment. 72% of National Higher Education Fund Corporation borrowers are 20 to 34-year-olds. Average debt 28,500 Malaysian ringgit, and 23 points of young first-time buyers face loan rejection, 41% for gig workers. Our charts show the income price gap and 2025 policies, extended stamp duty exemptions, and simplify gig worker loan processes. In short, these three issues trip young people. 2025 policies help, but fixing the income price mismatch is key. Thank you.
I will be presenting the major housing issues faced by young people. My presentation will focus on three main areas: affordability, supply and location changes, and loan difficulties. Part 1. Housing affordability. First, the biggest challenge for young people today is affordability. Although youth incomes increasing, property prices are rising much faster because of the gap. Many young people cannot afford the high down payment or the no-snake mortgage, even if they have a stable job. In addition, the number of affordable housing units is very limited. Government-subsidized units and low-cost private housing are far below the actual demand. These units are often taken up very quickly, leaving young people with very few options. Part 2. Supply shortages and unfavorable locations. Next, we have supply and location issues. Many developers prefer building mid or high-end residential projects, as they bring higher profits. The result in insufficient supply of affordable units. Even government housing projects often involve long waiting periods. Another challenge is location. Housing that young people can afford is usually located far away from the city center. This means longer commuting time, higher transport costs, and limited access to workplaces, universities, and daily services. Although the houses are cheaper, the overall living convenience becomes much lower. Part 3. Loan difficulties and their impact. Finally, young people also face challenges with housing loans. Many youths have unstable or low income, making it difficult to meet strict bank requirements. Loan evaluations, such as the debt service router, often result in rejection. Exciting commitments like student loans further reduce their ability to qualify for housing loans. To conclude, young people today mainly struggle with three key housing challenges: high prices, limited and poorly located affordable units, and difficulties in securing loans. These issues shape their living conditions, financial stability, and future plans.
Hello everyone, my name is Zhang Yinrui, and this part is policy and pollutions. Exciting policies. This part have 4 points. First point is PR1MA. The second point is Romaha Mapamilik. The third point is Midas point. The final point is home ownership campaign, that's HOC. Home ownership campaign offering STEM starting examinations and other incentives. The policy priority have 3 points. The first point is providing subsidies, loan guarantees, and tax relief. The next point is encouraging public-private partnerships, that's PPT, for affordable housing development. The next point is establishing specific schemes targeted at young and low-income groups. The next part is promote modular and prefabricated housing. This part have 4 points. The first point is promote modular and prefabricated housing. The next is develop. The next point is develop trust-oriented development, that's TOD. The third point is expand share ownership and rent-to-own schemes. The final point is establish a young housing savings scheme. The final part is linking to SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities. This part has 3 important points. The first point is ensure access for all to adequate, safe, and affordable housing and basic service. The next point is develop inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable urban areas. The final point is strength link between urban and rural areas through inclusive planning.
Okay, next I will present a brief summary of our proposed solutions and explain how youngs will contribute to achieving inclusive and sustainable housing by 2030. First, in terms of policies and public housing, we recommend strengthening young's focused support, such as improved rent-to-own schemes, targeted subsidies, and enhancements to PRIMA. Increasing price transparency and regulating speculative activities are also important steps to create a fair and more stable housing environment. At the same time, promoting housing projects aligned with SDG 11 can ensure long-term sustainability in urban development. The third one, we emphasize the importance of financial literacy and early planning. Incorporating financial education into school and university curricula can help young people better understand credit scores, loans, and budgeting. Encouraging early saving habits will also help youngs prepare for down payments and future housing responsibilities. Third, we propose increasing the supply of affordable housing in strategic locations. More units should be developed near public transportation and employment centers, supporting transit-oriented development, or TOD, can reduce transportation costs and improve mobility. Additionally, planning safer, greener, and more inclusive communities can greatly enhance overall living quality. Fourth, we believe it is essential to empower young's participation. Young people should be included in housing discussions, community forums, and sustainable development initiatives, providing platforms where youngs can express their needs and influence policy decisions allows them to become active contributors in shaping future cities. These four directions: policy support, financial preparedness, strategic housing supply, and young's empowerment, collectively support the vision of inclusive and sustainable housing. We then address the key question: what will young's manifestation towards inclusive and sustainable housing looking like by 2030? Young people will advocate more actively for fair and transparent housing policies. They will choose more sustainable lifestyles, such as energy-efficient house and greener transportation. Youngs will also become more financially responsible, demonstrating stronger awareness of saving and loan management. In addition, they will support inclusive community-based housing models and participate more in local planning and urban initiatives. Finally, they will rely on digital tools for decision-making, making their housing choices more informed and efficient. In conclusion, with strong policies, better financial literacy, improved housing supply, and deeper young's engagement, young people will play a critical role in shaping a more inclusive and sustainable housing future. Well, that concludes our research. We hope our presentation has offered meaningful insights. Thank you for watching.